I think that's the most powerful thing that you can do, is just as a person who has life experiences, to get out there and tell those experiences.
What you have to say counts. It does count. And when it's not only your voice, but a lot of voices, it counts a lot.
If nobody stands up and lets their voice be heard, then how is anybody going to get their message out? If you feel like you have the smallest voice in the world, stand up and scream as loud as you can.
When
Someone has to get up and say something, otherwise they won't get anything done. You have to have a voice around. I speak out now because I had to sleep in an abandoned house for several months at one point in the summer of 2011. And that wasn't the only tough experience I went through, but doing that and having that experience, and this is all while looking for full-time work and living half in this house and half in my car, and having to feed myself through by going to food banks. That's why I speak up, because I don't ever want to experience that again. I don't ever want anyone to experience that again. I don't want that to be, I don't want that to happen to someone because I didn't speak up, because I didn't say something, because no one spoke up, right?
So we come from a philosophy of the people who are most impacted by our work should set our agenda and should lead the way on all of our policy campaigns.
I think the thing that was most interesting about Poverty Action was how Poverty Action was able to see the intersections between race and poverty and all kinds of oppression that really comes together and acts on bodies.
What we do here is a means to end in addressing racial inequity and addressing poverty, but the liberation of folks happens in community space.
It's not about me or you or the staff on board here. It's about
changing the broader narrative and the broader frame about what it means to be poor in Washington.
Speak is one of our most important programs. It really is the pillar on which we build out all of our other campaigns.
It's a space for regular folks to start their journey in advocacy, to share their story and their testimony as part of liberating themselves.
The role of the community in our work is that it's at the core of our work. Everything we do is with the community, and it's informed by their needs and their priorities.
And they really do that in a way that uplifts them and holds, also, gives them respect and dignity and what the experience they've been going through, letting sure that they're heard.
the community is Poverty Action.
I've been with Poverty Action since 2009. Wouldn't take it back for the world. They brought out something in me that I never thought I could do. They taught me to stand up and speak and share what I've got. I actually cried when I was accepted on the board.
We met Juanita through Poverty Action's work, and she has seen our example, and so now she's doing her own not-for-profit.
I believe that Poverty Action has the heart of so many people in the community.
The listening session was the first, my first engagement with Poverty Action, and there were about, I guess, 8 or 9 people from the community that were there, and we all got a chance to talk to the legislatures about some of the things that were on our minds.
In the listening session, it was like maybe 5 of us. And then to go out to the MLK and see like almost 100 of us.
We went to Olympia as an organized group. I spoke about homelessness, my personal experience with homelessness.
Here I was in Olympia, finally getting the chance for my voice to be heard in front of the Public Safety Committee for the state of Washington. And I told my story.
With me sharing my story is pretty empowering.
When you're in a room full of, powerful lawmakers and they're listening to you, it's an empowering thing.
It's a reminder also where I came from. And
the average person who experiences a disability, whether it's mental or physical, a lot of what they experience is the desire to be heard, because everyone has a story.
Step up and, let someone know how you feel. Go down and talk to your representatives.
You can affect things that really mean a lot to a lot of people.
If you think your story is not important, then perhaps you don't understand your audience. You need to connect with somebody. Get your story out there. Share your experiences.
Because of what I experienced with Poverty Action, I saw that change is possible. It's a great feeling knowing that you're working with people who care about the same things you care about.
And I'm happy that I got involved with Poverty Action.
And to do a little each day to try and change what's going on in our world.
Someone's got to say something about it, because someone's got to care, I guess, enough to. And I do. I do, because I went through it. And I don't ever want to go through it again. That's why I speak up.